So anyway, but yeah, he helps them solve crimes beyond just, checking the bodies and whatnot. He looks at crime scenes and whatnot themselves. He, for example, found like a message hidden in a vent in one thing that the cops had missed. This kind of thing. So anyway, yeah, there's basically we'll just talk about the first season. Oh, actually, I can speak vaguely about both. In the first and second season, there's like an overarching storyline, and so we'll call that plot A. Then there'll be a B plot of case of the week. They're also tying into it will be a there'll also be stuff to do with Harrow's daughter. She ties in one way, shape, or form in both seasons. Ooh, yeah, you're a bit too beefy. And it's a good show. I like it. I miss Henry though. The same actor played a very similar character in a show called Forever. He played instead of it being in Australia, it's in New York, and he played the head mortician there or something. And again, he helped cops solve crimes. He was more hands-on. A big difference between the two. Well, Henry's immortal. Whenever he dies, and he does die a few times throughout the show, for example, at one stage, he knows the guy was poisoned, but it's like one of two poisons, and he isn't sure which one it is. So he decides to do the only sensible course of action he has available to him, to take one of the poisons and go from there. Like, it will take too long to just wait on we'll have results. So he takes one poison, he dies in a particular manner, and he knows whether or not it was that one or not. One issue, when he resurrects in the nearest body of water completely naked. There's no notation of what happens with his clothing previously. There's not just a random suit lying around. It's kind of, to me, implies that it just disintegrates. Though there's always a running theme of his watch not doing so. Like, it falls out of his hand for one reason or another, thereby separating it from him and his curse. So anyway, Henry's a few hundred years old. He got stabbed once on a slave ship, thrown overboard, and since then he keeps waking up immortal. He's 200, 300 years old. Anyone doing the Defias quest? I want to narrow it down a little there. But, there's like overlap between the two. Like I was saying, in both he's, he works with the dead in, the mortician sort of way. Though here he's a forensic pathologist. But whatever. He,
It's too far away.
he hold on. That was concerning, but I've kind of started to forget what I was saying. So anyway, yeah, he works with the dead, mortician, forensic pathologist, whatever. He falls for this cop lady. Water plays a big part in both characters. One, he lives on a boat. And Harrow, he lives on a boat. The other guy keeps rezzing in water. Both of them very much more hands-on than you expect for the role, though I suppose that's cliche of the genre. And the only reason I'm even noting this as much is because it's the same goddamn actor. So yeah, ooh, copper. So yeah, there's some overlap between the two, but they are different characters certainly. I wouldn't be saying they're the same or anything like that. They are different people. So yeah. For example, Season 1 starts off with Harrow cutting the finger off a corpse and then tossing it into the local bay. And Henry also just noticed that both of them share H. Henry never pulls anything like that. The only killing he does is himself. Another difference between the two is one's a war vet and the other isn't. But I can't remember where I was going with this, but I like both shows. I just miss Henry. I know he's, like I said, he is a different character to Harrow, and I just really started to feel for him, you know? We got only one season of Henry. We've gotten the second one of Harrow. And who knows, maybe we'll get more, but we're on episode 8 of the second one. So can't really excuse me, can't really say more than that, you know? Like, if we'll get a third season or not, you know? But,
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
okay, just... seriously? Thank you for being oblivious. But, so yeah, there's some overlap between Forever and Harrow, but they're both different shows with different main characters. They just happen to share some similarities and the main goddamn actor. On some level, I feel, I can't help but joke to myself, it was, you know, the actor being like, fine, I'll go make my own show with blackjack and hookers. And there he did. Except no blackjack or hookers thus far. His bits of Harrow listening to music though. Like he listens to different songs while, you know, operating on cadavers. And in a few other scenes as well. If I could save time in a bottle. That song came on. Again, another server shutdown. I swear, like it's happening every day for Classic. Like every day, right when I get to play,
I'm out
it's.
of range.
Ay. They better not take that hour out of my, that the server will be down out of my auction time. I better, you know, get an extra hour or what have you.
More mana.
Probably not, but you know, a guy can live in hope. But what was I even goddamn saying? But yeah, there's some similarities and overlap, but you know, it's ultimately two different, you know, two different shows with two different main characters and whatnot. It's just there is similarity, and there's this, you know, same main actor.
It's too far away.
I also have no goddamn clue as how to say his goddamn name. Mum said it for me a few times, but I still have no goddamn clue.
I'm out of range.
Damn it! Rocks. I got overeager and forgot my health and everything. Annoying. They certainly want a lot of these dead, don't they? 30 Defias people, 20 Harvest Watchers. Well, it makes sense. It's just they really want a lot done, don't they? Maybe if I can get to play at a reasonable time, you know, maybe I can play a bit with Casper. And I can, you know, bring his level 21 plus goodness to the table. Last time I asked he was level 21. That was the last day I played. It'd be easier for me to keep track of shit if the thing up there was cooperative. Need to remember there's no group looting. I was talking about this in one of my Final Fantasy 14 videos. That won't be coming out for a while. I only release 2 40-minute episodes a week, and there's already a delay in it. Even the first bit of my resurgence, return to it coming out. And I've recorded a fair bit recently. I was talking about a manga I've seen bits of online here. And well, I haven't really seen much of Goblin Slayer from what the bits I've been seeing here and there. It does seem to actually have some similarities to that. Kind of like how, you know, like, you know, a movie like The White House has fallen. And next year, a movie of a very similar shtick has come out, trying to ride that wave. You know, there are differences, certainly, but yeah, I'm not gonna fight G. There are differences, certainly, but there was some overlap. Overconfident rookie team goes to fight goblins. Oh, but the cleric die. The difference here is, just keep running. For example, is that the main character I actually joined up with them from the get-go. They actually met at the adventurer's place, and they went to the point. Also, I suppose the adventurer crew from what little bit I did see of Goblin Slayer, were much more idyllic and naive. Idealistic and naive. These are, well, I suppose they're pretty, idyllic, but, I know they come off as asshole-ish pricks, you know? Like you don't feel too bad when they cark it. Spoilers. At least I don't, but who knows? Maybe I'm a psychopath. Just be another one on the list. I've like a list of ailments that are wrong with me. At any moment, I'm expecting to just like spontaneously explode, you know. So, be just another one on the pile. Like I have fibro, and from the sounds of it, my complaints, I haven't gotten to go to the doctor again yet. I probably have fibro. I have fibro, and I quite possibly have arthritis. That's what I'm saying. I haven't got fully diagnosed with that yet, but from the sounds of it, I probably do. I also have, OCD, depression, everything, all this, and stuff I haven't named. And I'm only 23. I'll be 24 in a couple of months. Well, in October. So, it'll be just another one on the list. But, yeah, like, there was certainly some differences. The main guy isn't rabidly fixated on just killing goblins. It's just like what I'm seeing at the starting off bit. I know, it just seems to be clicking with what little I've seen of the other thing. Though the characters are a lot less, likable, I guess. Basically, they're... I see, seems she's returning the favor. Basically, they're both kind of filling the same niche. Hit her with a stick! Hit her with your rhythm stick. Hit her hard, hit her quick. Ooh. I forgot how low on health I was. Rollick at all. But, I was distracted by what I was talking. Even though I'd stopped talking, I was trying to keep it straight in my head. But yeah, basically I thought I just added him as a friend. Why am I seeing all his characters? Whatever. But anyway. Yeah, like there are some overlaps with it, but some not overlaps, you know? I'll try and kill the extra one on principled matter now.
I need to get closer.
My honor demands it.
I'm out of range.
But, alright. Need to go, actually, I need to set Sentinel Hill as my base, and, I need to get gear repaired. But, yeah, there was just some overlap between the two, from what little I've seen about. Certainly there are differences, but, just look, like, just to put it another way, it's, like I was saying with Harrow and Forever. And it's, to put it yet another way, it's just them trying to fill the same niche. Or a similar niche, you know? If you're curious as to what the thing's called, I don't remember. I'm sorry. One issue with trying to remember these names is they're like half a paragraph long. This one is just a long. It's just a sentence, but still, it's a right pain in the arse to remember. Oh, actually, I can talk to you about setting this as my base.
Open for business.
Um, Actually, it might be someone over here might help. I think I was taking a different place that had helpers, repair people elsewhere. Does the bowyer not repair? No, I'm too used to modern WoW with them having their separate symbols.
Can I help you?
But, I can just remember that the guy's a mercenary. Or a former mercenary. Okay, we got it close. The strange adventure of a broke mercenary. Maybe I'm unfair, but from all little bits I've been seeing of both of them, they seem to be some overlap. That's all. There are differences certainly between the two. That's why I'm not going on further than that. But there is actual overlap to them. Not so much in the main character or the characters really, just the inexperienced team takes on a job of rescuing villagers from goblins. Well, yeah, rescuing villagers from goblins. But, they're in over their heads, they don't realize it's too late, and they get, fucked up. Then the main character saves the cleric, and, yeah. Well, I suppose in his case escapes. I'm sure Goblin Slayer did a lot more stabbing. But still. There's a bit of overlap. Again, like I said, I don't want to be going any further than overlap, but it just seemed a bit that they one was clearly inspired by the other, shall we say. I'm rather hesitant to proclaim rip off or anything like that, as others may be. But there does definitely seem to be a level of similarity between the two. Probably should rest here at the inn. Helps boost up the rest of the XP that bit more. I think it's rather than every 16 hours, it's every 8. I'm not sure. But it's a good thing nonetheless. So, anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this set. I've made a little bit of progress. Been playing for how long? Just shy of an hour and a half. Sadly, the server always goes down at 2, so yeah, it's just gotta be a pain in the arse. Just gotta. Also, it took one of the things off the list. Leave it on there. But anyway, next I need to get another stringy vulture meat, and then the 3 Murloc eyes, which will get me a item to start another quest chain. The buried treasure and all that. So we'll worry about that next time. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I do hope you join me again soon. I may decide to, see if I pick up recording again later on, to just slap this onto the. Oh, this was actually the normal scheduled restart, not the new weird ones. But anyway. say if I do record later on, I might just slap this onto a new set. I may not. Wait and see. It's just I feel awkward signing off if that's the case, but if that's not the case, I feel awkward not signing off. I'm caught in a weird bind here. Anyway, till next time. Love and peace, baby. I started saying that because seen like Trigon. I was like trying to do sign off. Only recently, like a few days ago, like on this like 2nd of September, first maybe, did the episode where I first started saying that come out, where I just said love and peace. Later on, I saw Space Dandy and started adding the baby onto it. But yeah, it was in my Dishonored playthrough. The first episode, or the episode I think I remember talking about it in, Trigon, was in the Pratchett episode, or maybe the one thereafter. It was the one before it, but I remember you see the guy behind the Pratchett guy in it, and I'm creeping around, and I remember talking about it then. But I just remember him and creeping around. I don't know if it's necessarily the episode called after him, or if I'm just still in the same zone and I was thinking back to him as I was saying it. But anyway, first episode finally has come out. That was recorded in 2017. I've got a long backlog. I had footage from 2016 coming out just at the start of this year. Some I have like multiple slots on my channel, and some have a lot more backlog than others. So, yeah. Anyway, till next time, ranting away.